worry. Yeah, Farrakhan will come as well. We'll probably get all the oxygen boys, so don't worry. We're just gonna start off with Astral.
That's right. Okay, well, Team Liquid have just joined in to the lobby. Now, if I've got the overlay backwards... Oh, it looks like I won. I fluked it, so we got it right first try. That's awesome.
Okay.
But we're getting into game one. This is best of 5 quarterfinals of the single elimination playoff bracket. Oxygen in the orange and Team Liquid in the blue. Oh, I've just realized I've got the team colors right, but I've got the team name wrong. It still says BDS.
Wow.
Ruined. Absolutely ruined.
You've ruined my stream as well, Johnny.
Yeah, I've got full control of both right now. So ruined it.
Not my fault, team.
Fixed
okay.
though. Fixed. Saved. Fixed. Okay. It's time for game one. Oxygen have had a big break before this one, but doesn't look like it's affected them too much. They're right back into top gear with these offensive plays. They've got to be the favorites in this one after coming in out of the final last week. Second place just by the skin of Triple Trouble's teeth. And that combined with Team Liquid's recent struggles, Oxygen will be expecting to win this.
This already a very, very fast-paced game that we've got going on here. So good to see Cuxy Wuxy out here on the field. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Seen him play on this level, you know? Or when I say this level, meaning like as a player, right? I haven't queued into Cux in a long time.
Yeah.
So this is good to see.
Oh, okay. Well, they've got the opening goal. Oh, apparently Matt's not on game camera. He's done it.
Oh no! The bean.
Absolute bean factory over here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the sneak preview of what we look like while we're casting
What's up, chat? You guys love it. Matt Cam, baby.
Well, we don't love what we see on the field. Team Liquid take the lead off a... Well, it looked like Oxygen were going for the block there, but they didn't anticipate the whiff followed up by the open net. And we talked about that a bit earlier, you know, one whiff can be the start of many.
Yeah, it is contagious, isn't it?
Especially in my rank games.
Ooh. We've got Astral here on the back wall. Very little boost to his name, but does a nice little side air roll pinch there, or sorry, side dodge pinch on the wall to get it over top of Fruity. Does well to relieve the pressure, and looking for a pass probably mid here.
Oh, wow. Well, Speed and Cux both missed it, but Fruity had a clear lined up. Oxygen have got to just go for it in that position because it's an awkward enough ball that Astral's flung into the middle that the misses could happen. You know, it's possible, especially Team Liquid, I would say. You are definitely not playing with utmost consistency. Good turn by Fruity. Break a rotation to attack that ball and nice and early. No second goal just yet.
Chaussette played that with patience and played it very smart. Didn't get taken out of position at all, and did well with that ball to get it to safety. And one thing I've noticed about Oxygen's passes so far is a little bit of what we saw earlier from the Monkeys, where the passing wasn't quite fast enough.
Yeah.
And so it's giving Team Liquid the ability to come out and stop the passes on these infield plays that are close to the net.
Yeah, it's really risky to play slow infield passes as well, not only because it makes it easier for the other team to defend it, because it's so easy for them to turn that into a counter-attack. That's something that Team Liquid have not been able to do just yet, but Oxygen do have to be aware of that. They have to be careful. Oh dear, that's not a good clear. It's well put in by Farah, but the defense of Team Liquid continues to look unconvincing. Looks like Speed definitely looks like he needs a back wall defense coach right there. Not the best performance.
All right, Astral's looking decent right now. Been a little bit lost. I think the rotations have been a bit weird for Oxygen. They don't seem totally comfortable thus far. But I imagine as we settle into this game and the pace at which Team Liquid is playing, that will change.
Yeah.
These teams still feeling each other out, I think, a little bit as well.
Yeah. Oh, after fast-paced, you know, BDS series, this is going to feel really weird. Like I said before, Team Liquid are not hitting their clears first try a lot of the time. So Oxygen are probably surprised consistently. They're thinking, wait, why is that ball bouncing across? How come they're not clearing that? They're, you know, ending up mispositioning because they expect a touch that doesn't actually happen. Fruity has just pre-jumped off this. And luckily for Team Liquid, once again, they do have a backup man. That seems to be the running theme right now for Team Liquid in defense. Somebody misses by a mile, but there is someone else ready to follow up. Oh my goodness, what a banger. It's out though, as Crossbar rescues Team Liquid. They're looking awkward though. Cux and Speed are just checking to see if the wall's still there. Neither of them challenging the ball. Chance for Astral, big mind game. He's straight through. Astral 2-1. Oxygen in front.
I think that was Cux in the background that sort of panicked off this option here and wiped out Speed.
Yeah.
Boom. See ya.
Wow. Yeah, this is not the best defensive performance from Team Liquid. They're just, I think they're struggling with their communication slightly, but mostly the positioning. They're putting themselves in awkward positions where double commits are likely to happen and where things are just going to get confusing. There's no decisiveness. Big chance for Speed though. They still look threatening on the attack. You know, the defense is not convincing, but Team Liquid always looks scary in offense. As another shot comes in quickly. Where's the follow-up? It's not coming in. Speed is just waiting in defense.
In? Oh, wow.
Fair off the post in slow motion. Final chance for Liquid in regulation.
Wow, a laser beam from Fruity. He's starting to become known for these. The hyper beam that he had in RLCS, and now this little wonder here, 135 kph.
Perfect.
Top left. That's going to be pretty hard to save.
Yeah, that's exactly what Team Liquid needed. Final few seconds of the game, and they string together a pass and a banger on target. They've got another late chance here. Cuxer's pass is definitely inviting. Fruity off the bar to Cuxer!
Wow.
1 second goal! They've scored 2 in the final 10 seconds of the game. What a steal by Liquid!
Yeah, Astral had no idea that Fruity was behind him here in the corner, sort of taking a route to the ball, not expecting to get beat, and that center from Fruity was just perfect. Really nice play. Nice 1-2 from those boys.
Yeah, the positioning, just following up these passes from Fruity was brilliant. There's actually a chance here. Looks like Liquid should have it under control. It's still up in the air, but for how long? Not very long. Liquid do get it into the ground, and that confirms the Game 1 win. Crazy Game 1, and honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less from Liquid these days because they've just been ridiculously inconsistent. But like I said earlier, every time that they attack, they do look scary, and you can't say that about every team. Some teams, when they're moving up in offense, they just don't really look convincing. I'm definitely not convinced that they're going to score, but Liquid they've got some, you know, really deceptive plays and some good passes and great shooting ability.
And so if they keep playing like that, I think they're going to be in for some good stuff here. We're going to head over to Chaussette Cam. I have officially transitioned to Rocket League, so that's good news.
Nice. Already one up on last game. Astral off the bar. Already 1-0 for Oxygen. This has to be the aim of the game for Oxygen. Just put the ball off the bar and wait for Liquid to get outplayed in those positions, because it does look like Liquid are vulnerable when the ball just goes close to their net at high speed. But Oxygen have to be careful now. They are no doubt going to be questioning what is happening. Oh, big dunk by Chaussette. He goes under him. 2-0 in 16 seconds.
Oh, I love this. It's so floppy and sort of sloppy. And just look at this chip.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to get weird. You got to mix it up in front of the net, you know? A lot of teams don't know how to handle the weird. Takes them out of their comfort zone. Yeah, it was a huge 50-50 by Chaussette as well. Perfect strike on the ball. Huge in the mental warfare department as well. Yes, because teams hate losing to weird stuff. Yeah. They're like, are you kidding me? So lucky. How did that go in? You know, that's the type of thing that will tilt a team into oblivion when you score quote-unquote lucky goals. Oh, that might be another one that's quote-unquote lucky, but really, it's more careless defense by Liquid getting punished. Cuxer trying to be far too cheeky with that one. He's tried to chip this ball in field, whether it's a pass or whether it's a first touch with the intention of dribbling. Well, all I see is a play that's far too risky. Cux has to get goal side there. He has to be ready for the challenge. He wasn't ready. My man Chaussette got demoed right before that play, and came back to consciousness and there was a goal scored. So nothing better than waking up to a goal scored by your teammate.
Such is the life of a player POV caster. What on earth just happened? But that's the best kind of goal actually in the grand final of yesterday's tournament, the NA grid. Week 2, Mertzy disconnected from one of the games right to the start, and he didn't want to rejoin in case he caused lag for the entire server, so he waited for a goal to go in. Now, little did he know that goal wasn't going to come for another 3 minutes, but he didn't really mind because Space Station Gaming were winning by 1, so he was quite happy to hear that G2 were not scoring and that the game was still going on. It's a very weird thing. You're like, oh, well, I don't know what happened, but hey, Oxygen scored, so it feels good anyway.
Yeah, and especially if you're superstitious, you know, you really don't want to be. You really don't want to like be like the one that caused it, even if you didn't really cause it. You know.
Oh wow, wow, that was sick. Astral just faked out 2 players. Couldn't get the third one. The triple fake would have probably been the GGs right there from Liquid. They just all leave the lobby. They're like, yeah, we forfeit. You win. Astral faked us all.
I have to be honest. I mean, like, this is looking like a very evenly matched game. I could really see either team taking it at this point. It just depends on sort of who plays sort of consistently here. I don't know if you saw that. Cux tried to go up for that and ended up just bashing into Chaussette on accident.
Yeah, Liquid. I mean, again, look at their offensive prowess. It's definitely world class.
They're lining up these shots sort of at these like side angles here. It's not the ones that they're catching Oxygen off guard are from the center of the pitch to some sort of like outside shot as opposed to from the outside to the center.
Yeah.
And I think that's been helpful for them in not getting, I don't know, essentially like challenged or rushed. Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is again.
50-50 going low is Chaussette 45, making Cux paying for that that high jump there.
Turns out 45 is greater than 97. 2 times in one game, Chaussette's managed to force a 50-50 underneath his opponent to his advantage. But this is it's really a tale of 2 halves for Team Liquid. Offensively, they look very good, and their defense is non-existent. They're an absolute mess in that side, but still time for them to rectify it. Make this into just an all-around threatening roster, all-around threatening team to play against. Yeah, Oxygen's defense has been significantly better in these 2 games combined.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about what would the execution level of defense. Oof, another nice pass down here from Astral to Farah. I mean, Astral is just so good at making opportunities for his team.
Yeah.
Even though that one was a bit of a weird touch there, it's just his creativity makes it so hard as a defender, even if you're the first one going. It's so hard to get him off the ball and to you know, stop him from making a nice pass to his teammates. So really nicely done there.
Yeah, always a threat. No matter where you put him, he's probably quite comfortable playing from that position. You know, again, you have to highlight the misplay that Team Liquid made. It was a bad clear by Speed. He just smashed it into the ceiling right above his own defensive 18-yard line. You don't want to do that, especially when your team's on the back foot. You're probably going to be on the receiving end of a shot immediately afterwards. Now time is getting away from Team Liquid. They had a crazy comeback in the last game. It doesn't look as possible here. Trailing by 4 with almost less than a minute to go still. Liquid have had scary offense all day. Let's see if they can make anything happen. Great pass again. Fruity's had phenomenal vision all day.
Yeah, he does seem to be very consistently involved in these passing plays that are bringing Team Liquid their offense. What I was going to say earlier is it'd be interesting to see what that, like, the same level of, like, execution that they're getting out of those passing plays, the passing play to, like, a banger shot that's nearly impossible to stop. Like, if we were getting that level of execution on defense from them,
yeah,
this would be a far different series.
Yeah, it's mostly the positioning, I think, that's really failed Team Liquid in defense. Very often when the ball centers or when the ball you know, plays into a backward position, they'll have their entire defense just clumped up inside the goal area and there's nobody ready to actually run onto the ball. with vision of what's happening in front of them. Everybody just kind of gets in the middle, and it's a bit awkward to know in those positions whose ball is it, and which way you're supposed to hit it, how fast are you going to be under pressure, because you just don't have the best information. Consolation goal goes in for Team Liquid. Remember, this is best of 5, everybody, so we've turned it into a best of 3 overall.
So we really just need to see Team Liquid shaping up their defense, right?
Yeah.
Like that is the major breakdown.
Yeah, and like we talked about in game 1, if you read an infield pass in particular, it's one of the easiest ways to start up a big counter attack or just a long shot. Just immediately, why not just shoot on target? Especially with how chaotic this Liquid defense has been. I'm all for Oxygen just taking more shots at them. Why not? But again, no question about Liquid's ability to turn this kind of position into a goal. They attack the near post so quickly. Every time the ball comes into that position, someone is there, and they're firing before Oxygen can react.
I might actually give that goal a little more credit to like Oxygen's disorganized defense on that particular play than I would like, you know, some sort of amazing offensive play by Team Liquid. Okay, we're a little demo here on Farrakam. Blinded once again.
Well, yeah, if you can hit a team fast enough after the kickoff, you're going to catch them, you know, somewhat out of position. It takes a while before you establish a proper rotation. Sometimes when a kickoff has just happened a few seconds ago, Liquid struck early enough that Oxygen were not ready. Be interested to see if that will happen again, though. It's now that this happened once, Oxygen just have to be careful. Get into that full rotation as early as possible.
Nice bump there from Fruity, since Farah absolutely flying, but now Fruity was in a one-on-one with Astral. Astral not able to get the touch. I think we were all thinking we're about to see some sort of highlight reel goal there. Astral does not miss those very often.
Yeah, he read Fruity really well. I love the, you know, set up on the double touch straight away. Didn't wait to see what Fruity was going to do. He just saw an opening and went for it. And yeah, I was surprised to see Astral miss the double touch by as much as he did. That is not normal for Astral. He can really put these in from anywhere.
Nicely done on the back wall there by Astral. Remove the threat. That's a nice strike though. Chaussette is able to keep it out of the net. Coming down off the ceiling here. Pass to Astral. 50-50, taken in the air, comes off to the side, and Farah centers the ball with a 50-50 there as well, but not clean enough for any of the Oxygen players to take advantage. See what Astral can do with this pass from Farah. He's up above the net. What a banger shot, just barely kept out by Fruity. Fruity does well to keep that one out.
This is the best defensive display that we've seen from Liquid by far. I mean, they've kept out a couple of dangerous shots. But they're going to need to keep going. Well shut down again, Fruity, but Cuxer's getting bumped out of the air by Astral. He just got a touch on the ball. Another deceptive pass, but Fruity's all over it, and this is more like it from Team Liquid. They're starting to read the game. They're starting to read the Oxygen offense.
Yeah, I think, oh wow, what a flick. I think one reason why the flip reset goals are so effective as well is because so many players like mess it up, right? So it's so hard to tell what kind of power is going to come off that shot.
Yeah.
It's so deceptive compared to like you see somebody lining up for a boomer on the ground. You can basically tell if they're going to shank it or if they're going to get a really nice hit on it, right? But with like these flip resets, it's so difficult to tell if they're going to get an actually good flip or not. I guess the same thing could be said about flicks. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if somebody's about to rip a mean flick, and some of them just have like power from nowhere. Yeah,
well, there's less variance certainly, and also players have been used to that.
Oh
my goodness, it's right, but it just didn't.
Farah, no!
It didn't get converted. Farah's at the post and a wide open net, and we would have loved to see the replay of that pre-jump passing play. Astral was airborne. Farah managed to hit him, and then Astral played it right back to him. Farah just completely whiffed. He might be a bit tilted at that open net that he did not convert moments ago. Astral's got him covered though. Aerial annihilation.
Astral is a predator missile. Oh, this is straight out of Call of Duty.
Oh. See you later, Liquid. Can't defend that. And like I said before, this has been easily their best defensive display. But you don't stop those. Astral popping off. And we have a game on our hands. Who's going to break the deadlock in the series? Oxygen looking for their second win in a row. Good defensive work from Farah. He's past 2. Is he going to go all the way? Actually avoids Cuxer somehow. Don't think he even knew much about it. Again, Liquid passing the ball out of defense.
We got ourselves a tight game here. A little bit less than a minute left. It's 1-1, and this is a big momentum builder. This is a really important game here in this series. Despite the fact that I feel like sort of Oxygen has, you know, had the edge generally.
Yeah.
It feels like they're playing a little bit better. Doesn't really matter if Team Liquid is suddenly up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah. After stealing that first game, it's such a huge turning point. You got, you know, beaten for, I'd say, a minute and 52 seconds. In the final 8 seconds of the game, you managed to score 2 goals. That's the story of Game 1. But story of Game 3 has been Astral, and Team Liquid trying to keep Astral under control.
Astral's up, passes to himself off the ceiling, draws up the defender. Oh,
what?
Another bump!
What?
It's an up and out bump!
No
it's not an up and out
way.
save, it's an up and out bump!
No way, Astral. Did he really just make that happen? Speed. I don't know how Farah didn't get that goal, to be honest. It looked like he touched it, but hey, Astral did everything there. Sends the ball on target. In and out, bump onto Speed, who is on the goal line. Now it's Oxygen's turn for a late lead. Team Liquid must be absolutely shaken, stirred, thrown out the window. That's insane.
That was so sick. That was so sick. That is something I've never seen before.
Same.
That is definitely something I've never seen before. Next game, I'm going to need Astral to do some sort of flip reset bump. I've got a 56 viewer riot in my chat asking for Cucks. We got it. No problem. We got Cucks cam. Don't worry.
Yeah, over on Smelter channel. Head over there if you want to see Cucks' POV of this whole Game 4. Liquid need it if they're going to stay alive in the tournament. It's single elim now. Playoffs, quarterfinals.
What a Cucks camera settings are, man. This feels close.
Yeah, Cucks is he's got weird settings. He changes
I know he changes
everything.
them like every 3 hours, but
yeah, he changes.
pretty close.
He changes everything. He's like on monitor settings. He's got camera settings, display settings. He's, you know, playing Rocket League at a different color gradient than everybody else because he thinks it makes him see the ball faster. Every placebo that you can imagine, Cucks has got that activated.
I mean, some of it might be real. Let's be real here. You know,
yeah, I think he sees the world in a different way.
He's a bit of a Rocket League wizard, so I can.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah, there's no question he sees Rocket League differently than everybody else, but I think he just sees everything differently than everybody else.
Oh,
have you done it again?
I'm so sorry, chat. I looked over.
Oh, that's so funny.
You guys love it, though, right? It's like pretty funny.
You didn't get to see Cucks for that minute. I'm sure they're happy about that.
Hey, you guys, Cam came just in time to watch Cucks let that goal in. Oh my God, I'm a boomer. I'm gonna get a production assistant. I'm such a boomer. I'm so sorry.
Just to transition once every 5 minutes.
I'm gonna stop going to our like
honestly,
heads in between games.
Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Just stay on the game. It's totally fine.
Nobody wants to see our dumb faces anymore, anyway.
True, especially with how much you've been streaming them.
I know.
It's like the ratio is totally wrong over there. You know, you're supposed to have at least 95% gameplay. For you, it's more like 50-50.
Okay. Farah chips it up to our boy Cucks. Let's see what Liquid's got here. This is sort of feeling like, oh, what a save on accident, really, but what a save anyway. This is sort of feeling like Oxygen is running away with this. I think that last game might have put Liquid on tilt.
Astral, man. He just air dribbled the ball into the box, made Cucks, he bumped Cucks into a backboard pass in his favor, and then he bumped Speed into the goal so that the net would be open. He's doing everything. He's literally dribbling past people in midair. He's, you know, bumping the entire defense out the way. Liquid just, they can't hang with Astral right now at least. They're not on his level.
Oh man, I'm still just reeling on the fact that I have missed a minute of yet another game. This is like, all my YouTube content after this is just going to be people like on my chat messaging me like, hey dude, what's wrong with
Where's
you?
the game? Honestly, you need to put together all the segments where you have had just the casters showing instead of the game and put that all into one big video.
Right, yeah. The part where I realize it.
Behind the
where
scenes.
like, or where I'm sneakily doing it on the side, like you can see me look away from the camera and I'm letting you jabber on by yourself and I'm actually secretly updating.
Maybe that video will be an absolute killer and you're thinking, hey, I should do this more often. You're like just gonna try and see how often you can not transition to the game and get away with it.
Some people are calling for it for 5 minutes in the chat.
No. That is a terrible idea.
That would be extreme negligence. I'm up for it, probably.
What just happened? So we had a good passing shot from Astral and Farah before this, but what just happened is definitely... well, I mean, I guess you just cheat closer than Cuxer. Farah just got there first. That's hilarious. He was so close on that. He just drove into the ball and scored.
Chat, I don't know, you tell me what I'm seeing here, but it really feels like Cux is hitting the ground on a lot of his dodges, like on a lot of his flips, like they're too quick or something, and he's clipping the ground. Does that look right to you as well? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like that's happening a lot, and maybe it's just the Batmobile, and I'm not used to watching it. I play short cars.
Could just be the Batmobile.
It's like a surfboard, so long.
It's a big cereal box.
It's like Gandalf's staff.
I guess it is going to be another Lord of the Rings series.
It's looking pretty favorable here for Oxygen to end this series here on this game.
Oh yeah, this is over. Oh, never mind. That's a crossbar.
No, never mind. No, never.
I thought it was going to be over, but
and
it might be now. Astral air dribbling off the double touch. I mean, it's still probably over. Astral in games 3 and 4 played so well. Really just showed everybody what he can do, as if we needed any reminder of what this guy can do. Every single week he's making sure that we haven't forgotten how insane he is.
Oh, we remember. Never forget. Oh, actually, you know what, Johnny? We should look at the replay and watch that bump after this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Remember, guys, that we're right into the semi-final after this one. And then if that best of 7 goes Oxygen's way, it'll be the 4th grand final in a row for the Johnny and Matt viewing parties. Space Station and Oxygen carrying us to all the grand finals potentially. So hopefully you guys are having a good time watching us. Hopefully you're not getting sick of us casting all the grand finals, because it just keeps happening. And with how well Astral and Oxygen are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again. But we should have Vitality in the next round. That's going to be really exciting.
Absolutely. If you guys want to see about 80% of the grand finals, come on over to my channel, where the scene transitions are few and far between.
That's nice. We got at least one person asking for no other caster duo. You're far too kind, my friend. Well, you're going to have to put up with us for at least one more series. Best of 7 semi-final will be coming up shortly. Oxygen versus Vitality, who have been confirmed as a sweeping endpoint. 3-0, 5-4, 2-1, 1-0. All one-goal games, actually, in that series. But still, confident stuff there from Oxygen